Hey YouTube, this is Cutie588. I'm coming to you guys with another review of some hair that I received a while back. Actually, it has been a couple days since I actually received the hair. I really wanted this review to be an in-depth review, really about the hair, not a review that, you know, I hadn't been wearing the hair for too long. I wanted this to be a review where I actually wore the hair for a while before I actually made a video on it. This hair is from QueenStar Hair. This hair is from QueenStar Hair, an Aliexpress vendor. Miss Julia contacted me and wanted me to review 4 bundles of their hair. This is 4 bundles of body waves. I believe the type was Peruvian. I'll double check that, but I do believe it was Peruvian body wave. And like I said, they sent me 4 bundles. I will list the inches below because I don't have it right here in front of me, but it was 4 bundles of body wave hair. So let me get right into it. At first with the hair, I did make a kind of like a 3/4 wig, basically a wig that did not have a part. I was trying to do the Ivy Powell flip over method with the wig, but the dome cap that I purchased to sew the weave on, it was too thick. So up here, you know, where your hair was supposed to blend over, the line was just too thick there. So what I did was I took all the hair off the wig cap. I dyed the hair black. So yes, I dyed the hair black, jet black, because the hair was originally too brown for my hair. But when I dyed the hair black, my hair then was too brown for the hair. So before, the weave was too brown, and now my hair was too brown, so I had to dye my hair black to match how black I dyed the hair. So this is not how the hair originally looked. This is after it has been dyed, and this is not really a bundle. This is like pieces I've cut that I had left over from the actual sew-in that I did. So yes, I took the hair off the cap and I just sewed it on my head instead. That way it gave me a flatter install and my hair blended better with the weave going back. So yes, this is just pieces left over from the sew-in that I dyed. The waves in it are from me washing the hair and twisting the hair up with flexi rods and letting it dry overnight. I will insert a picture here of how I did that. So yeah, the bundles were wet. I tied it, twisted the hair around some flexi rods and let it dry in front of my fan overnight. That way when I sewed it in the next day, I didn't have to curl it. It was already bumped. So this is how black I dyed the hair. Like I said, jet black. So overall, let me just get into the actual review of the hair. The hair is really nice hair, seeing that it has been through a lot just within the few days. I have dyed it. I have, you know, I haven't blow dried it. I didn't blow dry it. I let it air dry. I've dyed it. I've heat styled it a few times. I put flexi rods in it a few times. It's been out in the heat, you know, with me sweating, and Florida is really hot. It has went through a lot through these past few days. Like when I dyed it, I realized I didn't rinse all the hair dye out, so I had to go back and wash it, let it dry again. So it's been back and forth with this hair, and I must say that I'm happy with how the hair has held up. It is still soft. It is still tangle free. Like I can run a rat tooth comb through it, and it is still tangle free. No tangles. Now, like I said, that's one pro. That is a very good thing about this hair. It will, you know, sustain its movement, its sheen, and its tangle freeness after even like all the torture that you can put it through. It's still soft and manageable and wearable. That is what I like about it. Another thing, it can be a good or bad thing for some people. This hair is double wefted, I believe. The wefts are really thick. When I received the hair, I could tell this. I can't really show you close up because it'll get blurry. But it is double wefted and it's very thick wefts. This is a good thing because the hair is thick on the weft. It's not thin. but the weft is very short. So you must use all 4 bundles in order to get a head. Say 4 of these bundles are equal to 3 in my opinion, because I had to use every bit of the 4 bundles, well, except this little bit here. So the wefts, instead of it being arm length, I'm 5'9", and normally my bundles I can stretch all the way out from arm to arm, but this one just stopped like right here. So like, I think that was the longest one. So the longest one was about this long, so it was really short, but I think it's because it's double wefted. So besides it being one long weft, it was actually one folded in half, double wefted, and it was about this long. So that's how all 4 bundles were. Like I said, it could be a good or bad thing. It's good because you can fit all 4 bundles in your head, but it's almost just equivalent to 3 bundles. So I mean, that could be a good or bad thing. It wasn't a bad thing at all. It made the hair very thick and nice. So I mean, another thing, the hair took the dye well, if I didn't mention that already. 2 things that I did not like about this hair. It did shed. It does shed. But the shedding is kind of off and on. Now, one thing that could have contributed to that is I cut my wefts. I really did chop this hair up, especially from about here up, because of course with Ivy Powell's method, you have to cut little pieces and line them up like this. So I did cut quite a few pieces. Like this one is a short piece. I had to cut it up. So I mean, that really could contribute to the shedding. And I think because the wefts are double wefted, it's more hair on the web. So when you cut it, more hair falls off. But like I said, it seems like it's off and on. Like sometimes it'll be a lot, and then sometimes I won't get any. But when I'm at work, sometimes I do look down on my desk and I do see, you know, a few pieces of hair on my desk, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of annoying. Sometimes I will walk and there's pieces on my arm. I don't like that. Another thing I don't like, the ends of this hair is pretty thin and the ends get very dry. Even before I dyed the hair, the ends, I noticed that they're really dry and kind of frizzy. Even, like I said, even before I dyed it, you guys. The ends are pretty dry, so I think I will have to go ahead and cut a few inches off the bottom. Well, maybe like 1 inch. Because the hair was kind of dry. It is kind of dry. But I mean, the top of the hair is really full and nice, but when you get to the bottom, it really starts to thin out. And I think they had to double weft this hair, or else it would have been really, really, really thin. So I'm not sure if y'all can hear that lightning. Thunder is really storming outside. You can't hear lightning, but I don't know. It was pretty thin at the bottom for me. And it seems like the ends were dry and they pop off. Like if you try to do it with the comb, of course it'll run straight through it, but it seems like the ends kind of pop and you get hair on your rat tail comb. I mean, really overall, I do give this hair good ratings. It can get a little stiff after a while if you put too much product in it. I've noticed that. See how I'm getting that stopping right there? I shouldn't do that. And I have to comb it through. But it's like, I don't know, I get that in some areas and then I don't get it in some areas. So you just have to keep this hair moisturized. And then it would be okay. Like tangling hasn't really been a problem. It's kind of been just dryness. The hair is really dry at the end. So I really think, I really think I need to cut some off of the end. So that's why I like to do reviews to where I wear the hair, you know, before I make the video, because you really can't get an honest review if you haven't worn the hair, you know, throughout everyday life, through work, through the weekend, through the heat, through the sweat, things like that. So, I mean, basically I like this hair. I give the hair about a 8 out of 10, just because how well it has held up after everything I put it through. But the shedding and the dryness, and sometimes see the ability to hold a curl, it kind of dropped. I just curled this and the curls are kind of gone already. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's because I dyed it or what. So I mean, I give this hair an 8. It's pretty good hair, affordable hair. You get 4 bundles at a really good price. They're double wefted, so they're thick. It's just sometimes the ends may be dry and maybe thin, and it may shed a little bit. So I mean, I'm 100% honest with my reviews. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. But like I said, I give it an 8. I give the hair an 8. So basically right now I just have a sew-in. Like I said, I took the hair off the cap and I kind of did the Ivy Powell method type sew-in, to where if I wanted to do a half up, half down style, I could. And that's what the pictures you saw earlier in the slideshow. That's the way I had the hair today at church. So yeah, you could do, I don't have a hair holder, you guys, so I'm just using this as an example. You could do like the ninja bun thing. I know that probably doesn't look good, but yeah, I just tried the Ivy Powell method, so that was my first time, so don't judge me. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to go, especially with straight hair. Usually Ivy Powell, she has curly hair and it looks really, really good, but it's a whole different ball game, whole different story with straight hair. It's kind of like, what do you do? You have to keep the hair curled in order for it to look good, in my opinion. You can wear it straight, but it's kind of like the hair is just sitting there and it has to be curled. So I'm not really sure what to do with this other than to wear it in the half up, half down style. But it's cool. I'm still learning, especially with this method. I'm trying to give my hair a rest from all the flat ironing, so that's why I just wore it with this little bit of leave out in the front and just blending it back. But I don't know. This hair is too big for me. I don't like how big it is. I don't like how big the flip over is. It's just not my style. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a quick review of this hair. Like I said, it's QueenStar Hair from Aliexpress. I believe the inches were 18, 20, 22, and 24. Like I said, I received 4 bundles of the body wave. So I mean, that was my honest review, you guys. I think the hair is okay, but like I said, the 3 main things were the thinness at the end, the shedding, and the dryness. And this hair is kind of high maintenance. So just check them out. You know, it won't hurt to check them out. I will probably do one more update of this hair, since I do have it in as a sew-in. I will wear it for a little bit longer. So if you want to keep up with the updates, definitely subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Hope you check out the rest of my videos. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.